Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to learn about inner join and outer join. What is the difference between inner join and outer join and how we can use it in our SAP ABAP report programs. So now let's get started. So if you have inner join of the tables, multiple tables you can say, so a row must exist in both the tables for it to appear in the result. Whereas in outer join, or you can say left outer join, if you use, then suppose you want to fetch some data from VBAK table, but there is no matching records in VBAP table. So in that case, you can use the left outer join. So you will get the data from VBAK only. Now let's quickly see this thing in practical. So we will go to our demo program. Now we go to change mode. So in the last video, as you know, we did talk about ABAP 7.4 feature and the corresponding fields of table alternative. And we also checked the aggregate function in our last video, like sum, max, min, average, use. So you can refer the previous videos if you have not seen yet. So now let's see the inner join and outer join difference in practice. So for that, I will just comment it and save it, and now we can add our new code here. So for example perspective, I am taking two tables as like the KNA1 and VBRK for checking the differences. So let me fetch some data from KNA1 and VBRK. For example, we will be selecting some fields like the corner. So I will just take a reference for KNA1 as A, and then you can use a tilde operator, and then you can mention the field name like KUNNR, and then another field I want to fetch like suppose LAND1, and then another field that I would like to fetch is from VBRK table. For example, B I am taking reference as an alias, so B VBELN, and another field is B KUNAG from VBRK. Now what you have to write here is like from KNA1 as A, then inner join VBRK as B, and then you need to pass the on condition here, like on what basis you are basically fetching some data from both the tables. So what is the equivalent? Well, in our case it is corner customer number in both the tables, so we will write like this: A corner equal to B tilde operator KUNAG field, and then we can pass the where condition as well. So for a particular corner record, we want to fetch some data from the database tables. So let's see, for example, we have some record, or let's see, open the table KNA1 in parallel. It will help us in identifying some case. Sorry, 16N KNA1. You can pass, and let's see the records. So let's see, scroll it down, see some record. Yeah, you can pick any record like this. Let's pick this 470. So its the equivalent value is 000 and leading zeros. Same, we can just pass it like this, and we can put our size of RC check as we did earlier. If size of RC 0 and this. Now we will do the pretty printer and do the syntax check whether it is fine or not. It is saying okay, we didn't mention it in the table, we didn't fill yet, so yeah, into table at the rate data, just pass any table name temporary. I'll have one, for example. Close this, now save it and do the syntax check again. Yeah, we fix it and activate it. Okay, now put the breakpoint here, then we will understand what we have exactly written here. So I will show you. So now execute this and see it in debugging mode. So if you see, just double click on this, what you have got is here 4 records. So based on this Kuna number, we are getting data from the both the table KNA1. From KNA1 we fetch Kuna and line 1 field, and then from VBRK we fetch the VBLN and Kuna field. So Kuna, this field is equivalent, that is why we are able to see data here. So that is how the inner join works. So if you have the data in both the table, then only the output will be able you will be able to see the output in your internal table or on the output screen. Otherwise, this internal table will be having no records, or you can say a zero record. So this is how the inner join works. Just execute it, and we will now see another case. For example, let's pick any record 149. Let's see whether it has an equivalent record in the VBRK table. So let's take it and just comment it here and just pass the value here. Let's see, save it, do syntax check, and now activate. And now see the whether the inner join is working or not. So now if we double click on this internal table, we are getting 0 records because now the value that exists, for example 149, exists in only in KNA1 table but not in VBRK. We can also check here, like KNA1 we have already opened. Now we can open VBRK table as well here, VBRK, and now we can search for that field. What is that field name? KUNAG field. So we can just locate this field here, KUNAG, and now we can pass that field value here as well. Just copy it and we will be passing it here directly, and now do check. So yeah, we are not getting any data here. That is why we are not able to see any data in our inner join query as well. So just hit enter, you can remove it. But in case when we passed, if you remember, when we passed this 470 value here, let's just copy it from here and just check in VBRK table. So at that time we were able to see the value. So just execute it. So where we are fetching, we are able to see the 4 records which we were getting in our report earlier. So that is why the inner join is working fine, because we get the data in both the tables. But in case of this customer number, we are not getting any data in VBRK. So that is why the inner join query getting failed. So you need to be cautious about it while whenever you are using inner join and left outer join. So as of now, just execute it. And now we will be seeing the example of left outer join. So let's quickly go to the editor, and now we can write our another query. So we can take a quick reference of this and just copy it here. And instead of inner join this time, we will be writing the left outer join, and yeah, pretty much good. And now we can take another reference, for example, from let me close this. So from KNN, let's take another example for left outer join. For example, 472 we are taking. So just pass it here, 472, and just change the table name here, as we are already taking LT tab 1 above. So I'm just changing the table name again, and now do the pretty printer and syntax check. Yeah, pretty much fine. Activate it. Now we can set the breakpoint, and now we will see whether we are able to fulfill this left auto join condition in both the table using this test case or not. Execute it. Now go to the debugging mode and see how it is working. Now do the F5. The select query will get executed. Size of bus is 0. That means we have got the record. Now let's click on the internal table whether we are able to fetch all the four values data in our internal table or not for this 472 corner. So double click on this. So yeah, here we are getting only the Gunnar and Landon, but we are not getting any VPLN and Gunnar field. But if you remember, when we were using the inner join, we were not getting any data in that table, right? If you see, the size of RC is 0 when we use 149 because we were not getting any data in VBRK for 149 record. But when we start using the left outer join here, we were able to see our data in our internal table, but the only difference was these fields were coming blank and we were able to see our data from our left table. Left table as in this case is KNF1. So this is how the left outer join works, and this is how what is the difference between inner join and left outer join that we learned today in this video. So I hope you like this video. Please stay tuned for the coming videos. Thank you.